Hi.
Good afternoon.
Welcome. Your name is Dylan, right?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Can I call over your name?
Yes, of
Okay.
course.
So welcome, Dylan. As you see, you applied for our vacancy as unit manager.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, let me just tell you a little bit of the background of Lendl. So Lendl Green Park is actually have more than 100 parks all over Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And here in the Netherlands, we have 9 parks. So the one actually that you will be working maybe at will be the one in Hoenderloo and Diegelenberg.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a department, so the front office, we have the bars, restaurant, also many activities. But you will be the unit manager of course, and you have to bear responsibility for it. So you have to maybe you work a full time, and you have to be flexible at working. So you have to be a person that can deal with your responsibilities, take the job seriously, deal with also complaints and everything that you can expect as a unit manager.
Okay.
Okay. So I read your CV and also your letter. It's a really good one, and that's why I have some questions. How are you feeling actually today?
I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited, yeah.
Okay, don't worry, everything will be alright.
Mm-hmm.
And I just come with some questions and just answer them honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be nervous at all. Just the first thing that comes at your mind. Okay. So do you ever have a disagreement in the workplace, and how would you deal with it?
In the workplace, unfortunately, as I said on my CV, I don't have that much experience because I just received my bachelor's in tourism management.
Okay.
But certainly in my project groups, I had disagreements and learned from them over the years. I remember in my first year, I got very mad at someone in a project group, didn't handle that situation well at all, and yeah, it just ended with us not liking each other and there was no resolution. But then in my later years, I learned from that a lot, and tried to accommodate people with their actions. You know, if they're a bit late with handing in deadlines and stuff,
Mhm.
you just communicate with them more and don't attack them, but just say, okay, but when can this actually be done, and are there any parts you need help with, or do you understand it? Just open a dialogue with people, and if you open a dialogue, then it's a lot easier to avoid disagreements and to resolve disagreements. So
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you. And if I may ask, the person that you have the conflict with,
Mhm.
did you later on try to solve it and talk to the person, or it
No.
was nothing?
No, later on we did end up being kind to each other, but that was well after we were working together, just as classmates. But yeah, while we were working together, unfortunately, I was just a little bit young and immature and just let my anger go rather than thinking, how am I going to resolve this, because anger won't resolve that.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And the next question will be if the park will be fully booked, like just said, it's fully booked and it's there are multiple guests at one time, for example at the front office.
Okay.
How would you deal with that type of pressure?
I mean, it really depends on like the wishes of the people above me. Say, for example, if the head office says, okay, we are doing quite well financially, so we're going to focus on customer satisfaction, then I would try and put those people into hotels that we would pay for, of course, or find alternative methods of accommodation. If I was really under pressure to make cheap choices, though, I'm not sure what I would do, but it would probably be something along the lines of offering people refunds and vouchers if they ever want to come back, or some type of incentive to come back with us, and of course apologizing. Don't stop apologizing, that would be horrible for a holiday maker to come. It really depends on the priorities of the management team above me, but just stay hospitable and try and let the customer understand our point of view, and also try and help them as much as I can within my own power.
Okay, that's great. And Would you be able to go extra mile for your work as a unit manager?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
If you look at my grades from my tourism management bachelor, they are quite good. I got an average grade of 8.5, and that's really something that I can dedicate myself to. My work and my school work, I shut out the whole world when I'm doing it, and I don't mind doing it. Like, I came here for this interview with Landau because I visited this park when I was in my college, and
Yeah,
I really enjoyed the atmosphere, and so I feel like it's going to be a company that I'll go into and want to work for, not just turn up to work.
Okay. And by going extra mile, obviously, I mean not only individually, but also as a team. So just keep that in your head. Okay. And would you be able to bring added value to the management team, and how would you do that?
Yes, I think so. I've got a few different skills, but one of my skills which I've learned, which is very, very useful, are marketing, and especially digital marketing skills. When I was in college, I had to work as an entrepreneur. I had a little side business of my own, and one of my friends ran a creative collective, and he asked me to run the website and the social media for him, which meant taking lots of extra classes and courses online about how to actually do that, and then day by day, week by week, for a few years straight, applying that, keeping up with the analytics, mapping out who our target audience is and how we can reach them more, deciding should I spend $10 to boost this post or $50, what will be most effective related to cost. So yeah, I really have a good experience in digital marketing, and I think that's a skill that I can bring to the table.
Okay, so I see that it's related to marketing.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, why are you the right candidate for us?
I think I'm the right candidate because I'm sociable and I'm dedicated. You can put me in any team, and I'm very, very used to this, and I think I'm quite good at it, at making people work with each other happily. And when workers are happy, then everything is better. The atmosphere is better, the quality of what they do is better. It's just more enjoyable and more efficient. And yeah, I think I am quite good at that. I've been in multi-ethnic and multicultural spheres growing up all my life, and so I find it very easy to talk to anyone from a different place or a different country. I really like learning little bits of languages as well. Unfortunately, I'm only fluent in English, though my Irish is quite good, and I have a bit of French. But yeah, I really enjoy doing that, and I see that people enjoy that I do that when I just see someone from a new culture, and I'm like, okay, let's learn 20 words from their language and say it to them as I speak to them day by day. So yeah, linking people together and making them work together happily, I think that would be a valuable skill.
And would you be able to follow, to be better in French and also Irish?
Irish, I find it unnecessary. That's why I never attained fluency, because I focused on other subjects. Only 20,000 people in the world speak Irish, so it's not a very useful language. But French, 100%. I have a big interest in French. The only reason why I've found it hard to become fluent is because I've never actually lived in the country for any period of time. The longest I was there was maybe 2.5 weeks. And yeah, that's difficult if you're just learning it without actually being in the culture. But yes, I'd 100% be interested in getting better and building it up. And if any French tourists come in, I will straight away try and speak to them in French.
And would you be interested in learning German, maybe?
Yeah, I will give it a try. 100%.
Just wanted to know. And obviously, you have to be flexible with the working time. Would you be able to work overtime?
Yeah. As of now, I have no major family obligations, no pets. A girlfriend who also works and occasionally works overtime, and we're both flexible, so there's nothing holding me back from that.
Okay, what do you think about the vacancy itself as a unit manager?
Yeah, well, it interests me a lot because, as I said, the atmosphere is something that I really enjoyed. But one thing that I wanted to know, you mentioned a few of the roles that I'll be doing. I wanted to know if I will be involved in the process of making any new products, or any new campaigns, not rather just
Mhm.
running the park and running people, managing people, but actually creating new things for the park.
Okay, so I can say not directly creating, but you can obviously give new insights. So give new ideas, and we will see how that goes maybe. And if we like your ideas, maybe we can implement them also. So that's not a no. Let me say that, but you can obviously 100% have the opportunity to give your new insights to the company.
Okay, so
Okay, and so I already asked you a lot of questions. Do you have any questions for me or the company?
yeah, if I can follow up on what you just said.
Mhm.
So you said any of my insights will be valued,
Mhm.
but say if I have an idea for the marketing department, which is something that isn't run by me, but I will have some influence on, be working with some people, would I be able to take on these tasks myself if I come up with the ideas, or if it's not related to my work directly, would it be given to other people?
Obviously that is the head of marketing.
Okay.
So if you have no ideas, you can freely go to the head of marketing and give your ideas and see if you have the opportunity in the schedule itself to work with him and implement those ideas. Because obviously you are the unit manager, but not of the department of marketing.
Okay.
So it depends on your schedule itself if you have the opportunity and time to work on it.
Okay, so to me it sounds like it's very flexible and you
Yes.
just communicate with the people you're working with
Mhm.
about whether it works.
It's
Okay,
all about
that-
communication.
That's wonderful, yeah. That's
Okay.
better than a hierarchical structure.
Yes. And so that's the only question that you have?
Yeah, I'm just wondering about the work culture. I assume it's relaxed from what I've seen, but I was wondering like how, and from what you've told me so far,
Yeah.
like how relaxed is it in terms of you know, uniforms, dress
Mhm.
code, yeah, rules for the staff.
So it's very casual,
Okay.
but obviously it's more casual for you as a manager because the employees have normal uniforms.
Okay.
But as a manager, we are not strict about that.
Okay.
Obviously, you won't come in pajamas, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So you can just dress formally if you want, and on a Friday casual with your jeans and stuff. So it's not that strict.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think I know enough, and I think you also know enough. And obviously, if you have more questions, you can just email me, and I will rule you out also from the other applicants and see what you stand out more.
Okay.
And we will give you either a call or we will send you an email and let you know how everything goes.
Okay. Thank you so much
Okay.
for this opportunity.
Thank you for coming.
Put it off, yeah.
Yeah.